Greetings, I'm Jason, and welcome back to the House of Kog. So, we start this episode with cleaning. And as you can see here, I've already got one of Piper's tires back on her. I'm just about to start the other side, but I already took a little bit of brake clean. And you can see I sprayed it here and wiped, and it's coming clean. So just gonna have to do a lot of that. So I'm gonna be doing that a bunch today. And so I want to take and get her cross member, start getting it cleaned up, and I may have to take and push her outside to take and do that with the power washer. But I need to take and get some stuff like that power steering line over there covered up and some other little things before I cover up. But this time, since I've got her engine out, I want to take and maybe pull all these fittings off the heater hose and the AC lines there and paint that plate that I had to install whenever I put the old air system in her. So, because originally when I did that, the engine was in the car. So I couldn't really get in there at the time to paint it the way that I wanted. But now I'm thinking I'm going to take this time to do that and kind of just move forward from there. Definitely going to be replacing the engine mounts because I don't remember when they were done last. They were most likely done, back when I had her in high school. But yeah, you can see that one moving quite a bit actually, and I'm not even using that much force. So that will definitely be getting replaced. But that's where we're going to be starting off. And just kind of cleaning and getting things ready over here to come apart so we can start putting in the new goodies. I apologize, guys and gals, for my hair and that it's been kind of all over the place. You can imagine, like, when you start working, you get grease and stuff in it, it just starts going kind of crazy. But an interesting story and topic of our current climate during this pandemic. Now, as we all know, we ran out, or rather, not we, but all the stores in the United States pretty much ran out of, like, cleaning supplies, toilet paper and whatnot, paper towels, cleaning supplies. An unsung hero was your local auto parts stores. So for me, when we started to run low on hand sanitizer, I went to the parts store and they had hand sanitizer there available. And, and maybe this may not be super great, but I was using parts cleaner whenever I ran out. Because if you're outside working in a garage, your hands already got oil and grease on it, or you can wear gloves. But for me, I have my Milwaukee gloves that I'll take and wear whenever I'm working, so I don't really hurt my hands. But, I got to feel sometimes, like if I'm trying to get my hand on a bolt, and I can't really feel that in those gloves. And my co-host Jaime loves those, these orange gloves. I think that they're like those, not neoprene. I can't remember what the name of them is, but they're those orange ones that you can get at the store, or green or whatever. I don't like those because they make my hands just sweat obsessively. So, but yeah, so anyways, I would use brake clean, I get the non-chlorinated stuff that's not super harsh, but yeah, so I found that was a great sanitizer, cleaner. Also, paper towels. The shop rags work terrific for paper towels. In more instances, they are more absorbent, and so you use less. Now, we have here cat rags. Now, those are specially designed for oil and fluid. They absorb more, they're thicker. So you can get a box of 100 down at your local cat dealer, or if you go to get on eBay or Amazon, you can buy some. But you could just go get regular Scott's rags, shop towels at the parts store. And so, if you find yourself running out, start looking at some of the places that are off the beaten path, to get that kind of stuff. But yeah, we live in a definitely interesting time right now. So sometimes interesting problems call for interesting solutions. So I don't know what you guys think about that. Put something down in the comments section below. Also, I'm taking and going to Advanced Auto Parts right now. They have the particular kind of non-chlorinated brake cleaner that I like. I was planning to get some stuff a little bit harsher for what I need to clean her engine block and start to clean her frame and front clip and whatnot. So, what is you guys' favorite auto store? Are you guys... Well, CarQuest was bought by Advanced Auto Parts, but I don't know if there's still any CarQuest shops available. I actually came across one of the few Western Autos still open in 2014 on a road trip to California. So, but what is you guys' favorite? I love O'Reilly's. There used to be an AutoZone in Hutto where I used to live, where they were all really helpful and friendly. And you'd walk in, they'd be like, "Mr. Risley, what are we working on today?" And I really liked that. I liked their professionalism. And if it was nice on Fridays and Saturdays, the guys drove their hot rods to work. Really cool place. And I mean, I know that you guys can go to one and have a great experience like I have, or you go to another and just have a terrible experience. But you shouldn't let one store ruin your complete opinion for a company. Now, the reason that I take and go to O'Reilly's most situations is simply because they usually have what I need in stock. Advanced Auto Parts or AutoZone doesn't seem to have a whole lot of stock in that kind of stuff anymore, in like in old cars. Anyways, but yeah, we're just about to get to AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts and go in. Well, so I've I picked up a 5-gallon container of parts cleaner at the store because I had a coupon and gift certificate, so on and so forth. It worked out to be pretty good. Normally, the 5-gallon jug of parts cleaner from Advanced Auto Parts is like $100, which if you figure up the cost, each can I think it's like 20 ounces or a little less aerosoled is like $5 or $6. It works out to be pretty good. But I also have a sprayer that you can drop in, like you're shooting Varsol or mineral spirits or something like that. Anyways, so I've been using that to clean up. I switched over to mineral spirits for some of this other stuff. So I'll show you what I got. So I got my Gen 2 Milwaukee rocket tower out here shining, and you can see over here where this area I've been cleaning, and I got a lot of the base grit off already. This side back here was full of oil. This side over here, as you can also see, pretty clean. So I'm probably gonna do the whole thing a couple times. I need to get my heater hose provision that I put on off. So on Pontiac, as I was explaining to Jaime, they have their heater hose that goes into or up out of the back side of the passenger head and over into the heater core over there. They just have it loop up and around. Well, I've always hated that. So what I did about 9-10 years ago, I had a rubber hose coming out of a barbed end that I had put in, and I had it coming out and around and coming up to the front, and then I had bought a plumbing fitting from Lowe's and then just hooked into that. At the time, it was a 90-degree half-inch barb that I had reduced the size down a little bit to get to it. And then it comes around the inner fender, as you could see over there, to my hot water valve, so I could turn the hot water on and off. So anyways, but whenever I went to the AN, and well, first off, when you went to aluminum heads, they give you screw in. So then I was doing something similar, but when I installed all the AN stuff, I was able to get really nice shiny AN fittings to go on, and then I converted everything over to AN. I pulled Piper's passenger side exhaust gasket off, and as expected, it was blown. I was having an issue where I was getting a bad exhaust leak, and for some reason or another, the bolt that's supposed to be here is gone. So I'm guessing either engine rattle, vibration, or whatnot, but it backed out. I may have not torqued it tight enough. But that's why this one blew, because there was no gas or no bolt there to hold it in. So just gonna kind of go around and keep tearing it apart. The teardown process is continuing. I do think I found one of the places that is leaking oil. It's at the valley pan in the back. I'll show you. So on Pontiacs, you have self-sealing bolts or sealing bolts and washers in these two places, but you're supposed to put Pookie over it, some RTV sealer, just to be safe. I must not have used enough back here because it's wet around this hole where that bolt and nut go through. So that right there is just some of the gasket material that I got to get off still. But so being that she has Edelbrock Performer cylinder heads with enlarged ports, I have to order special intake manifold gaskets because these ports are larger. But so yeah, just gonna go through and keep tearing it down and keep cleaning and going from there. I did find that my leak, that as you can see was more along this side, is coming from this area, and the valve cover gasket was kind of squished in. Squished inward, and I'm guessing it wasn't getting a good positive seal, because on the bottom of the gasket you could see where it was kind of making its way over. So anyways, I'm pretty certain that's why I've been having a leak over here. So I'll get that taken care of and then just keep working at it. Well, I got the power steering pump off and just working on I got the pulley off, got to pull the harmonic balancer out, and just continuing to take stuff apart. But that's going to do it for this time, y'all. So outside working on your projects, the House of Kog, as always, wishes you qapla. Till next time.